Good morning, good evening, and good night, and hope you are doing well. And welcome to your Forest news for today, which is the 7th of September. Hope things are going well. In today's video, we will be talking about a player who's left Forest, gone back home, gone to Greece, and now ended up somewhere else, all in the space of 3 months. We'll be talking about a hijack that Forest attempted over the summer with a huge name. And then I want to get into the debate of, is Steve Cooper happy with the signings we have made? Because there's been a lot of discussions about it over the old internet and social media. So if you like the content, or if you think you're going to like the content, or if you just want to, please feel free to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and if you would like to support the channel, there's many ways you can do it. You could become a member for 99p and get all your Forest player emojis for that price, as well as other perks. And if you're shopping on Amazon this afternoon or tonight, please click on my link down below, and that will take you over to the Amazon webpage, and then carry on doing your shopping. It's completely free for you to do, but as an affiliate of Amazon, they will give me a little thank you for guiding you there. Okay, with all that said, let's get into it, and let's talk about a player who a lot of the fans really did put in their heart last year in Philip Zinkenagel. So guys, if we start with Philip Zinkenagel, who left Forest to go back to Watford, to then go to Olympiacos on a £2 million perm deal, who has now gone on loan to Standard Liège in Belgium. Been a bit of air miles clocked up by our good mate here, and just wanted to bring it to your attention because I know a lot of Forest fans do really rate him and like the work he put into there. A lot of you have left me comments. One guy in particular, he'll know who he is, who loves how hard he presses and how high up the pitch he presses, and feels we've been missing that so far this season. In my opinion, I don't think he was the greatest number 10 I've ever seen, and the recruits that we've brought in since, I think, are more than adequate and better than he offered. So the likes of obviously Morgan Gibbs-White, some would argue Jesse Lingard, would have been better suited in the plans, and long term I think will do a better job than him. Although as a squad player I wouldn't have minded him as a backup. For 2 million, I don't think it was the worst business that could have been done. But the reason I bring it up to you today is because I am interested in your opinions. Would you have liked to seen him back at Nottingham Forest? He's not a player we spoke about much over the summer, but I would like to see, as always, what your opinions are and which way you sway on this debate. So if you do think he would have been of use to Forest, please let me know in the comments below. If you don't, likewise as well, let me know. However, he's at Standard Liège now on loan till the end of the season, and I think he will do quite well in the Belgium league. But I think the Premier League, for me, would have been a cut too high for him. So get your comments down below. Pablo Dybala, the 28-year-old Argentinian who left Juventus on a free this summer to join Roma. And a hell of an ovation he got when he did actually join them. He is one of the world's best number 10s going. And apparently it has now come out that he was heavily linked with Nottingham Forest. Now, how likely I think Pablo Dybala would have been to join Nottingham Forest? Well, clearly unlikely, as he's ended up at Roma. But there was a period over the summer where he was clubless for a month, and that's where Forest were pushing to get him through the door. Could you imagine the scenes in Nottingham if we'd got Pablo Dybala? What a player he is, and one of my favourite celebrations as well. I don't know why, it's very simple, but I do like it. But the reason I'm bringing this to you today is to show you the ambition that Forest were looking for in the recruitment over the summer. There's been a lot of talk about whether or not Cooper's had a say in all these players and whether or not he's happy with the recruitment and how it's gone over the summer. I'm very surprised at these conversations because my understanding is he is involved in these players, and at the end of the day, I've seen plenty of player interviews where they've come out and said that they've had a chat with Cooper, they like his philosophy, he was part of the reason they wanted to sign, etc. Not just one player, it's not just two, it's the majority of the players that I've seen have had that conversation. So for any people saying that Cooper wasn't involved, Cooper didn't get a say in it, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced on that at all. But just wanted to show you today the ambition that Forest is showing in the likes of, yes, we didn't get him, but come on guys, 12 months ago, where we were at the bottom of the league, would you ever have thought you would see a news story linking Pablo Dybala to Nottingham Forest? This world's gone crazy. It really has. But coming back onto the point of Cooper and recruitment, for me, if you want to believe these stories about him being unhappy from the recruitment, I would say two things to it. One, I don't believe him as an off the bat. But secondly, how could he be unhappy? I would like to know from you guys who think he is, what players do you think that were signed that he doesn't like? And secondly, why would he not like them? Thirdly, on top of that, who is it you think he had on his shopping list that we weren't able to get? Short of Messi and Neymar, I can't see a level of player that we've brought to us that doesn't suit the project, or at least the philosophy that he's looking for, especially in his 3-5-2 setup. So that's my question for you guys today. But overall, I think it's just knee-jerk reaction to a run of poor results and a lack of these players being put onto the pitch. Now, my theory on why players haven't been started yet is more to do with integration into the system and into the team. There are a few players who maybe have language barriers that have come from abroad. Not many. Most of the recruitment we've done, and part of the process, is to bring English-speaking players in who can integrate quickly within the team. As far as I know, there's only 2 or 3 of the likes of Lodi, Bidet, who don't speak English yet, but of course, we'll be learning that quickly. The other thing you have to remember as well is a lot of these players that are coming in are still sorting out accommodation, schools, places to live, cars to buy, etc., getting to know the area. They're coming from a different country. Just being on the left side of the road is probably a culture shock to them in itself. That's a whole other debate. But there's lots of things that are happening behind the clubs, and we shouldn't really speculate as to why. But like I said, I think, and here I go speculating, the only reason we're not seeing a few of these signings is because they still need some bedding in time. Cooper likes to get them on the training pitch and get them to understand his philosophy. What you can definitely see from the recruitment is these players were signed to match his formation and his philosophy. Therefore, a formation change, yes, we had a fun debate about it the other day, I think is very, very unlikely to happen due to the types of players he is signing. But ambition, no one can argue with it. 150 alleged million spent over the summer, probably more like 130 mil. But the likes of Dybala linked in, getting the likes of Jesse Lingard. Now, as much as I may not rate him, he's still a big name signing coming through the door. And he did trigger everyone to put Forest onto their radar. So let's give him some time to gel. But at the same time, time is not a luxury we have much of in the Premier League. Hope that all makes sense. That's my thoughts on it for today. As you can see, I'm in a much more positive mood as the distance of Bournemouth feels like a long time ago for me. So that's your Forest news for today. And from tomorrow, the focus will turn to Leeds United, or should I say Ted Lasso FC. We will see. We will start talking about one. We've got the obviously Predictor League coming up tomorrow night. So we'll be looking at how well or bad, and bad in my case it was, your predictions were last week. If you haven't joined yet, the link is in the description below. Following that, on Friday, we will have the presser as well as the beginning of the build-up to the Leeds match. With it being a Monday night game, we will have the match preview for you on Saturday. And then Sunday, we may, if we have time, do a bit of a phone-in and get your guys' view ahead of the Leeds match, which of course we will have the watch-along for you guys for on Monday night from 7:30 p.m. That's your Forest news for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you would like to support the channel, as always, please do think about becoming a member for 99p. And for free, of course, you can like the video if you've enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel. And if you're doing any shopping on Amazon tonight, please do use my link and then carry on doing your shopping as per normal, as it is completely free to you and supports me, as Amazon will give me a thank you for guiding you to them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Reds.